Ancient Greece by Jack
and Philip.
Alright, so ancient Greece lasted about a while, about 1,000 years-ish. So we're gonna just get right into the women's roles in ancient Greece. So women usually worked at their homes while their men work all day outside and stuff. So the women were responsible for housework duties such as nursing and caring for children, as well as teaching them before children went to school. Women would usually weave, sew clothes, cook, and clean. Just your normal housewife uh, responsibilities. So Greek music was very beautiful, and you're listening to it right now. It's usually wind instruments such as pipes, and there are very few string instruments. But music in Greece became an expression and a testimony of the slavery years, a weapon of opposition against the colonial authority, and a way to express love, death, human fears, and that accompanied the Greeks in their everyday life. So, the Greek hierarchy. So our upper class, or Athens, the city of Athens, is upperclassmen. Middle class includes the medics, and the lower class are the freedmen, and then the lowest of the lowest are the slaves. And so the upper class, or Athens, kind of looked over the middle class. Middle class looked over the lower class, and above all, they all controlled slaves. They didn't really have their own society. They're pretty diverse people. So the innovations in technology among the Greeks, starting with the watermill. We've got this beautiful watermill here. The odometer, which is like a speedometer, like for your car, and this is just a very minimalistic concept here. Cartography, which is map making. Here's a very early map right here that's detailed. The Greeks came up with the basis of geometry. So there's some Greek writing here and some circles and triangles. The earliest practice of medicine. So this is a little man here, and they're studying his body. The concept of democracy. So that gives people the right to vote, and everyone has their own say and decision, majority. They made many discoveries in science, and they also invented the first alarm clock.
The Greek government was the world's first democracy. It influenced a bunch of countries which still use it today. The US is a democracy, and it was inspired by Greece. Their religion were based on the 12 Greek Olympian gods. They lived in Mount Olympus, and they were ruled by the three main gods named Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon. Zeus being the god of the sky, Hades the underworld, and Poseidon the sea. And they believed that every single natural disaster that happened was because the gods were mad at them. Basically, the Romans influenced societies in the ways they made their buildings, such as the columns. And one of the most famous pieces of art was the Parthenon. And you can tell that it's Greek because of the way they made it using the columns to keep it up. Some of their major achievements was the invention of democracy, their architecture. They were the first ones to start to study medicine. They were the first to use theaters in the outside. They also had amazing literature like poems and music and books. They also invented the Olympics and the chicken dance.
Thanks for watching this amazing presentation by Philip and Jack.
And Tyrone.